Welcome to episode 8 of Looking Good in Lockdown. I've had a lot of people asking about haircuts. They're panicking because their hair is growing. And so I'm going to start with a simple bang trim. So now if you are having thoughts about cutting your own bangs, what you're going to do is you're going to take the section down that's driving you crazy and then just start to spin the hair, put it over to the side, and then stick a bobby pin in it. Because cutting your own bangs isn't a thing, and I don't want any of you doing it at home. But if you are at home and you have someone in need of a bang trim, a child, friend, anyone that's around that happens to be in quarantine with you, like my model here who is in need of a bang trim, we have the tips and the tricks on a simple, easy bang trim at home. First thing you're gonna do is wet down the bangs and then comb through them. And as you can see, Andy's bangs have gotten pretty long, so they bother him when he's on his conference calls. So we need to make sure that we take care of that. And so you're gonna section them out. So you're gonna come right down the middle and you're gonna start by making small triangles. So you're gonna make one pretty close to the hairline. Pin that out of the way. Come down this way. And pin that out of the way. So you're gonna be making triangles coming this way. It's very important. Now with cutting, you're gonna bring the hair down. You don't wanna pull with too much tension. You wanna kind of have the hair loose in your fingers. And when you cut across, as you close the scissors, you're going to pull back toward the right. And that will prevent you from getting a crooked cut. If you just cut all the way across, it pushes the hair this way, the same as it would if you had too much paper in a paper cutter, how it kind of gets shredded at the end. So you want to just cut and pull straight backwards as you're closing the scissors. That's our first cut. Then you're going to continue on with triangles, pulling straight down. And the key to cutting bangs, especially on someone else, is you don't want to go too far. You want to stay away from these side panels over here so that you don't chip too far into those. Re-wet. Coming straight down and across. And we'll do one more section. Again, not going too far over into this side section. Always re-wetting the hair. Now, once you have the desired length that you want to hit it with a blow dryer. This twin turbo blow dryer, by the way, is my all-time favorite blow dryer. They last forever. They're amazing. If you're in the market, they're great. And they're made in Italy. Added bonus. So now what you can do, now please be careful when you do this, especially if it's a child that you're cutting. You want to make sure that when you're holding the hair, my fingers are against the forehead to keep it away from their skin. And then what you're going to do is point cut. So you can come right in here. Notice the blade is up against my fingers, and you're just going to cut straight up into the hair. This is going to soften your line so that you don't have a super blunt bang across the front, unless that's the look you're going for. Just cutting up into it. Now you don't want it to go all the way up and deep because you don't want little short shards of hair up in here. It's just for the bottom. And the same for those of you who like the winged out sides. We'll do a shout out to Maggie because Maggie loves her little wings. You can kind of come up from the side where these are gonna blend together and do the same thing. Point cutting up and in, using your fingers to keep your client safe. And that'll just soften that edge. The advice I will give is do this in 2 rounds. If you need an inch cutoff, start by doing 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch and then move up from there so you don't cut too short because you can't put it back on once it's on the floor. But those are the basic fundamentals of a bang trim. Thanks for coming. It's Tag Your Friend Friday, so don't forget to tag friends down below, and we will see you back here tomorrow.